What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shop. So in last week's video at the end, I had announced that I was invited to participate in a monthly cross-channel challenge. Well, this video is our first attempt at what will be a succession of videos throughout the year of 2021. This month's challenge is a fire theme. So let's see what we can come up with and let's take a look at what we're working with. All right, moving on over to the lathe. I got us a nice piece of spalted cherry with some pretty cool crotch figuring. Had to cut the knob of the branch off here, but you can see we got some cool crotch figuring coming in. Might even get a little bit of curling out of that, who knows. On the downside, we do have this breakaway, so we're gonna have to get into her pretty deeply to get this rounded out. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to integrate the fire theme into this thing, but we'll get there when we get there. I got a couple ideas, a couple tricks up my sleeve, but as you can see here, there's some pretty cool spalting in there, and it looks like we're gonna get some nice color out of this piece as well. So yeah, first things first, I'm just gonna get this guy rounded out. It's looking to be a little wet, so we might have to deal with that as well, but take that as it comes. Alright guys, we're just gonna get started here by getting this guy rounded out. Might do some shaping on the back side while we're at it. It's pretty out of balance, so the lathe is a little wobbly. But yeah, no worries. Let's make some chips. Contact! we got most of the carving done here. Might do a little bit touch up as we go. But now for the fun part. That cool down, we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, so I got a little bit of resin mixed up here, a little shooter. I'm just gonna brush this on, heat it up, and get that into this charcoal here to stabilize it. And that way we can start sanding back. Just a nice thin coat. Alright guys, so I got some resin mixed up here. I'm using this tangerine mica powder in conjunction with some art resin, neon orange resin tint. I'm going to be using this to put down a base layer of color onto our charcoal, and probably going to be putting on a couple layers just to get some different tones in there. I'm shooting for the effect that this thing is actually still hot. So we'll see how that works out. Just going to brush this in nice and thin. I do have a pretty high concentration of mica powders in here so that the color translates pretty well. Alright guys, so I got a couple colors mixed up here. Got the rotisserie set up. There's quite a bit of weight in this piece yet, so I have the tailstock set up just as a little support. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out, but it seemed like a brilliant idea when I was cooking it up. Now I am a little bit more nervous, but I've never done anything quite like this before with the rotisserie, so I'm gonna start by either painting or dripping in some small layers and just see how it hangs and hope that it doesn't all fall off on the bottom side. So this will be one of those big fingies crossed moments. See how it goes. All right, guys. Well, today is the next. Our resin is all cured up, and I think we're gonna call this a victory. Got some really neat flows in there, some good color variation. I wanted a gradient from the dark reds to the lighter yellows to the end. And although it was quite a mess, it worked out pretty well. So we're gonna move on forward, getting this cut back down to the wood, and we'll go from there. All right. guys, so we're all hollowed out. Got the inside sanded to a 220. I got as much as I could inside there. Pretty tricky to get after any kind of fine detail inside there with the stick method. But moving forward, I'm gonna get this steady rest out of the way. We're gonna do our finish sanding, get a coat of sanding sealer on here, and then we'll set up for our finish. Liking it so far. I don't know if you guys can tell the light coming through on these flames. Pretty neat. I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Hey guys, this one is finally done. Let's go check it out. All right, well, here it is. This is the first submission to the YouTube Cross Channel Challenge, this being the fire-themed challenge. And I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. We got some pretty cool effects going on in here in the charcoal. With the carving. I really like how we were able to burn this section out after getting that crack developed. So yeah, I hope you guys like this one as much as I do, and keep an eye out. These will be coming monthly. I have no idea what the next challenge will be, but that leads us on to the next subject. I will leave slow rollers of this guy at the end so you can check it out in further detail. Man, we got some stuff to talk about. Let's go over to the sticker board first. We got 2 new stickers up here on the board. We have Seth over at Brickhouse CraftWorks. He has a new YouTube channel up and an Etsy store. I will leave links for that stuff in the description. And here we got Quentin over at Deadwood Casting and Turning. Quentin is also involved in this here cross-channel challenge, and he is actually the one that will be picking the next challenge. So be sure to check out his channel if you want to see what the next coming challenge will be. As far as how this project went, we did some new techniques, learned a lot along the way. I'm hoping that this can help some of you guys out, trying to get some cool effects with the carving and the resin fill, and also what can be done with charcoal. I do actually want to play around a little bit more with charcoal in the future and see what we can come up with. Other than that, we do have a Patreon established now. If you guys want to support the shop with that, that'll go directly to, you know, just materials and general things I got going on here. Primarily, I will be uploading, since I've now moved into the middle of the mountains up here in northern tier Pennsylvania, I have endless miles and miles of mountains to explore, hunting for burls and good cool pieces of wood, trees falling, things like that. I will be uploading some videos of my hikes and some more you know, family oriented stuff or just me stuff, thoughts, rants, things like that. We're gonna have 2 tiers set up. One will get you access to that kind of content, and the other will get you listed for an annual giveaway that we'll be doing. I'll select one of the projects from this year, and we'll be giving that away at the end of the year. What else? We used some Starbond stuff on this project, quite a bit actually. Duka 10 in their coupon code will get you a 10% discount on their products. If you want to try their stuff out, I will also leave a link in the description. The resin that we use, I know I get a lot of questions about that. I always use art resin, whether it be for coating or casting. But yeah, all other regular supplies, things like that, I will have listed in the description if you guys are curious about that. So yeah, I think that brings us to a close on this one. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.